Why? It doesn't make any sense. Like it was dead. Why? Hi, I'm Taryn. Welcome to the Radventure. Oh my gosh, it's the Radcity electric bike. What, I'm reviewing another Rad Power bike? Yes, I am, but this one's not for me. My fiance wanted an electric bike. And you know what? It's really hard not to recommend Rad Power bikes. They're mid-range, they're mid-price, pretty good on price actually. And it's just like, we looked at a bunch of other bikes, this was just the best option. So I'm gonna steal it from her and ride it around. My review of the Rad Wagon was like the second thing that they had reviewed in the company's history. And since then it had grown to like 700 employees last I checked. So they're doing really well. You know how to make it wider? Did it? I'm teaching her how to use a camera. Also, please forgive this cable, it's the best I've got. You know how expensive it is to get those transmitters and receivers things? I'm gonna have to make sure not to cut it in half. Oh, okay, you know what? We're gonna have to move the camera. That's what it looks like from the inside.
Yeah, the focus is like going in and out, in and out.
Yeah, it shouldn't because I told it to look at faces. How is it?
It's good now.
Okay, thank you. You're doing great. How am I supposed to open this? Oh, you know what? There's actually a great little video right here. See, there's a QR code. Let's just rip her open. And there it is.
And have a friend help you carefully lift the bike out of the box.
Try not to scratch the paint. It always makes a mess, never fails. You know what I really like is that they have these little orange things. Ensure the front wheel cross is properly installed. Warning, failure to follow these and other warnings and instructions provided in the owner's manual may result in product failure, avoiding the warranty or serious injury or death or property damage. That's new. Oh, there's this, oh, look at how good that looks. The integrated battery. The key is probably in here. You know, these boxes always get smushed. It never fails. It looks like a heat sink. Why do I don't want my power going into heating the environment. Whatever. Pedals, smaller box. No, it's just a reflector. Okay. Ah, look at that. Oh, they have the same toolkit. Oh my gosh. Look. I still have the old one from the Rad Wagon. Oh, that's great. Okay, what do they got in here? So, rule of thumb, when the host is looking at the camera should be looking at the host. But when the host is looking at something, the camera should be looking at what they're looking at. When in doubt, frame wider. Okay, oh, it's the same, oh my gosh, it's the same, this is great. I still have the original, ta-da! Here's all the tools. Here's most of the old stuff, and here's the new stuff. They give you like some proper wrenches. Oh, what is this thing? Used for inner brake pad adjustment only. Ah, the battery charger. 48 volt, 2 amp. Oh, there's another one. Property or serious injury and or death. How many ways can I die by riding this bike? There we go. Oh, the back tire is not pumped up.
Remove the set of keys located underneath your bike seat.
Hey, there they are. And that means that we can undo. Oh, look at that. This is your first B-roll that you've ever done. Zoom in all the way. Oh yeah, oh look, it's got a little, oh, that's nice. Oh, this is so nice. I've already ruined it with my fingerprints. Okay, now we can take the handlebars out of their little box. Serious injury and or death, yes. This bike has killed me 4 times now.
Loosen the stem clamp bolts about 2 turns and try again.
Oh yeah, it goes down. Look at that. I've never seen that. Oh man, this is all new stuff. I recommend that you keep this thing. Whenever you want to do some maintenance on your bike, you've got a really convenient platform. Now we need to do the wheel.
Remove the packaging.
What? It just says remove the packaging. He just yanks it off. I'm trying to be careful. Okay. With anything that you're trying to assemble or disassemble, you never quite know how hard am I supposed to push or pull to get this thing apart. And there we go. That is a meaty kickstand. Wow, this is so much stronger than mine. Oh, listen to that. I think we've got a bad tube. Yeah. Darn, I'll have to fix that back wheel later. Okay, we got some more stuff. Here's the manual, and here's a little simple reflector. Oh, more reflectors. Okay. Why is that so hard to screw in? All right, well, this is gonna take forever. Most fenders, they just like, they have a hole right here, and then you just put it in the hole and you're done, but that is solid. Remember, it's lefty tighty, righty loosey for this particular pedal. Tightening more or less than 35 Newton meters or cross-threading the pedals can cause permanent damage to parts. I've been fixing bikes for 20 years and I've never bothered to get myself a torque wrench, okay? Maybe it's time. So I just watched the rest of the assembly video and there's nothing more complicated going on here. The back tire is simply, it's got a hole in it. So I'm gonna have to fix that. I don't want to do this. The way these work is you stick them in and then they go around the spoke like that. It's actually not so bad to repair a tube on an electric bike, but if you want to replace the tube, that's when you got to take the whole wheel off, and that means you got to disconnect the motor, and it's just a real pain in the butt. Yeah, that's the only one. While we wait for that to vulcanize or whatever, let's open up the pannier bags. Pannier, I don't know. They don't come with the bike. It does come with the rack by default. You gotta order 2 if you want to. There they are. Oh, they're so clean. Are you sure you want to use these? They're so nice. And, there's Velcro. We've got some stuff inside, and inside of here, there's an extra little baggie, although oh yeah, okay, there's some different attachment hardware. We looked at Amazon for different bags, and it's just like, you know what, let's just get the ones that go with the bike. They look good. It's amazing like how cheap some of the bags on Amazon were, and they look really great, and it's like, those are not gonna last. So that's where it just Velcros too. So, yeah, pretty simple. And there's no other pockets or anything else. Yeah, that's all there is. Now there is one thing I don't like about them, which is that at the bottom here, you've got the same thing on both sides that clips into the top, and you might think that that's no problem, right? But my Axiom bags do it differently. My Axiom bags, which as you can see are completely filthy from years and years of, of use, what they do is they do them opposite. And that way, you can attach these, so what you do is you roll them up. You can attach these together like this, right? They don't have something they go down to, they just go to each other. But also, if you have 2 of them, check this out, and I do this all the time, you can attach them together across the back of the bike. Do that all the time, especially when they're like really full, and then you can just kind of leave them open. And you can also put a pizza in between right here. I've done that many a time. No, we can't manually swap. That is on there permanently, so. Now see, these seat belts don't go together. You must read and understand all the warnings on this document or you will die. That's what it says. This product is water resistant and not waterproof. Look, to me this is waterproof, okay? It's not gonna survive a dunk in the river, but if it rains, your stuff is gonna be totally fine.
The lead warning.
Lead, oh, there's lead. This product can expose you to chemicals, di-2-ethyl-hexyl-perfithylate, DEHP, and lead, PB, which are known in the state of California to cause cancer and birth defects. Why is there lead in here? I imagine that there's actually not any lead in here at all, and they're just covering their asses. Why would you use lead? The patch is holding. Last thing to do is to connect the display. It has the time on there. Oh, that's so cool. And 0.3 on the odometer. Who's been riding this thing? Okay, you can peel the thing. Oh, yeah. The viewers, oh, yeah. look, here's all the warnings.
All right, so then we both rode it around for a while, and a good time was had by all, but I don't have a GoPro, so the footage does not look very good. And then one day...
This is weird. Nothing's happening. It says it's in walk mode. It is not going anywhere. So, the bike stopped working, and my fiance contacted customer support. They were very prompt, and they sent us a whole new motor controller.
But keep in mind that this was all done under her name. They don't know that I'm involved with this, so I got no special influencer privileges.
It was on back order. It took a month to get here, which was annoying, but then the bike started working again. And I don't understand why. It doesn't make any sense, okay? We're gonna turn it on. And we've done this before. Yeah, what the Why? Why? It doesn't make any sense. Like it was dead. It was just nothing worked. I'm still probably going to install this, but we're gonna take it out today, ride around, pick up some zip ties, because we're gonna need those. Quality control seems to be an issue, but the customer service was excellent. They're always very quick. Stop, whatever.
A cat.
It's not a cat.
It's a cat. I took it out the door and now it doesn't work again.
Why?
Just
Why?
I knew this was too good to be true.
Okay, well, we gotta go back inside and fix it.
This is ridiculous. Okay.
It broke 10 steps out the door. Here it is, the trouble component. You can cut.
Locate and remove the internal cable cover.
Turn it off.
Locate the 4 bolts on the bottom of the down tube.
No, I think this is Imperial.
Remove the grommet from the hole.
The chocolate chips. Oh no. They're definitely essential.
It's a cat again.
There's no cat.
It's a cat.
It's a waveform, not a cat.
It's a cat.
Set the bolts and the cable cover aside.
And that's why we have a cable cover. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of these zip ties again.
Gently pull the battery mount until you can see the battery connector.
How do they do that? He just pulls it right out.
Pull the controller out of the down tube.
There's a lot of sharp stuff in here. Getting too hot. Oh yeah, just pull it out. Just pull it out. No problem. Oh, there we go. Woohoo! Oh.
Good thing they make you tie that string to it. But I didn't see you notice any loose connections on that thing.
No loose connections at all. These were all really tight, so...
So it's just something internal then, probably.
Yeah, it's like there's a little bit of sand in here.
To secure the string to both cables,
You can stop recording.
It's a cat again.
lower the controller into the secondary compartment.
Yeah, the video makes it look so easy. What a pain in the butt this is. Huh? It worked! The teeth, it worked!
I got the second one through.
Doing this for you, darling.
Thank you, dear.
Curse these fat, meaty sausage fingers of mine. Hang on. I did it! The trick is to put your finger on the tip of it and then pull, because then you can actually pull straight, rather than it just ending up doing this. Ah! It's in! This isn't even the first time that I've had to replace a Rad Power Bike's motor controller. During a review. Just go in. It works. I think we're good.
Holy, okay, let's...
Yes, now we gotta put the thing on that holds that on and then get some zip ties. Great. What a relief. Well, it's been a few months and we've been riding around and the bike is good. It's a good bike. I like the bike. Actually, my wife likes the bike. There's a lot that I don't like about it. Because it's the step-through design, like I can feel when I'm riding it that the frame it flexes more because there's not extra support here, just FYI. I don't like that the handlebars are, angled inwards. My wife likes it, right? You like?
I love it.
She loves it.
I love riding this bike.
One thing I noticed is that This is the Canadian version, which has a 500 watt motor. The American one has a 750 watt motor. And the difference is better hill climbing and better acceleration. So if you have the choice, get the American version. Yeah, so the key goes here. You don't need the key to make it run, which is great. I complained about that in my last Rad review, and they don't do it anymore, which is fantastic. And I don't like the upright posture. My wife likes it. If there's too much wind resistance, it's stupid. This is not a serious road warrior, go fast bike, right? It's more of a fun bike, right?
I see it as relaxed and practical. I can like see traffic really easily.
Yeah, I guess you're right, because then you don't have to like awkwardly, yeah, it's easier if you're upright. I didn't think about that. You may be wondering why there's a dozen eggs here. And I realized that a great test to see if a bike bag is big enough is to see if it can hold a dozen eggs. This one gets smaller as it goes down, and ooh.
It's not easy enough to put them down there. They always end up in an angle. Like I'm at the grocery store, I got my hands full of bags.
Yeah, okay, I'll get a close-up of this. I wish they didn't taper off.
The inside is like a black void.
It's a black void. It is a black void.
Right, so at $109 each, 2 of these bags are gonna run you $218, and for that price, I would recommend you just get something from Axiom. They've got stuff that's bigger and probably better. Cyclist pro tip for you, Ortlieb bags are the best bags. The problem with them is that they're so good, that they're so expensive that people are gonna steal them off your bike. I like being able to leave my Axiom bags on my bike and not worry about them. They have not been stolen, and I've had them for like 8 years.
Let's talk battery. So my Rad Mini, the battery had 556 watt hours. This one has 589 to 672 watt hours. It's a range, I guess, they don't quite know. She and I both went on the same trip to a restaurant. We went up a lot of hills, and we started with a full charge. And my bike ended up with 2 out of 5 bars gone, and hers ended up with 1 out of 10 bars gone at the end of that trip. So I got the Rad Mini 6 years ago, and this is to be expected. I didn't know it would be that bad. It does seem to have less than half the capacity, but this is normal for a battery. I should have replaced it a while ago, I think, but just FYI, in 6 years it won't have the same range. Also keep in mind, I usually ride my bike at maximum throttle. Right now it's got 1,537 miles on it. That's 2,473 kilometers. I thought it would be more. If you don't know what size of bike to get, there is a sizing chart. I'll put it up on screen here. Measure your inseam. Mine is 34.5 inches and hers is 31.5 inches. So we're pretty tall. Is it worth it? Yeah, I think so. This was the best option that we could find. We looked at a bunch of bikes for her, and like I said at the beginning, like it's just hard not to recommend them. It's got everything you need, not much that you don't. It's well built, it's gonna last. I've been riding mine for 6 years, different model, but it's the same company, and they've only gotten better at what they do. So that's why we bought one. Today's sponsor is Brilliant.org, a fun way to learn science, math, and computer science. Now, I've edited a ton of Brilliant integrations already for Linus Tech Tips and Tech Quickie, so I've had to get a lot of B-roll of the website. And here's the funny thing, their lessons are so engaging that sometimes I would find myself actually taking the lessons and learning stuff during work hours when I was supposed to be editing. Like, I'd get the B-roll and then I would just kind of keep taking the lesson because it was interesting. I've never told anyone this. And I like that. I can tell that they've put a lot of work into these courses. For example, wrong answers are not bad, they just lead down a slightly different path that tells you why your answer was wrong. You're not trying to get the right answer on a test. Your goal is to actually learn stuff. The most effective way to learn is by doing, which is why Brilliant uses such a hands-on, interactive approach. You can create programs with drag and drop coding, interact with charts and graphs, and play around with interesting visualizations. I recently took the video compression algorithm course because I thought I already knew all the answers, but I still learned a few things. I did not know about residual frames. And you can try everything that Brilliant has to offer for free for 30 days if you go to brilliant.org/TerranVanHemert. Or you can click the link in the description below. Also, the first 200 of you to sign up will get 20% off Brilliant's premium annual subscription. Thanks to Brilliant for sponsoring, and thank you for watching, and leaving a comment, and liking and subscribing. Bye.